Hello everybody, welcome back. We have reached the end of 2019 and this is possibly my last video of 2019 before we enter 2020. As usual, Booktube Indonesia community have monthly theme and now I'm participating in December theme, which is our favorite genre. Since I don't have anything to say, I'm just going to jump right into it. My favorite genre is fantasy. Whatever subgenre it is, whether urban fantasy, high fantasy, YA fantasy. The reason why I like fantasy so much is, by the way, I do love fantasy the most, but it doesn't mean that I only read fantasy. I also read a few other genres. The reason why I love fantasy so much is because I pretty much grew up with it. I grew up with fairy tales and cartoons. These are supplied by my parents. I believe most children very familiar with fairy tales. Some kids grew out of it, but I stick to the magic and fantasy. I stick to the strange things, strange world that they live in until now. It only gotten worse when around 7 years old, I don't know, I don't remember. I met Harry Potter, not met. I was introduced to Harry Potter. I don't remember exactly when I first read Harry Potter, but I'm sure it's from elementary school. I just don't remember which year, third or second, not sure. But Harry Potter is like a total upgrade from all those fairy tales, from all fairy tales around the world that I've ever read. I don't know if it's because I love Harry Potter so much that I feel attracted to fantasy even more, or because I am already attracted to fantasy that I am crazy about Harry Potter. Whichever it is, it has the connection. My hair is so crazy. During my preteen, teen, and young adult years, I read a lot of young adult fantasies. Hunger Games, Divergent, and even Percy Jackson, although some of the books are middle grades. Those worlds seem so fun. Don't you want to live there? Like, have the same things that they have, the powers, the abilities, like the system. Although I don't want to live in the Hunger Game worlds. I personally want to feel that even just for one day. And then from those Western books, I finally started to read Indonesian fantasies, starting from, when was it? Around 2017, 2018. And my favorite author, and my only favorite author, is Lestari. She is just a genius in creating this fantasy worlds. Her books are mostly urban fantasy. The characters are Indonesian, the locations are in Indonesia. The language itself, with the slang words, are the ones that I'm very familiar with. It definitely has a different sensation when reading it, especially reading Aroma Karsa, because the whole book is created with local myth. That is pretty much all the reason why I love fantasy genre. Although I am not really into sci-fi fantasy. I do love Ender's Game very much. It's one of my favorite books of all time. So I have nothing else to say. It's getting dark. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share it to your friends and family. Bye bye. Oh, by the way, have a happy New Year's Eve later. And then have a very happy, joyous liberating new year. I hope we can grow together, we can be happier together, and I hope we have more money